let's get into it. The thumbs up button.
Want to stop having Kamala Harris be called a DEI hire, maybe he should stop trying to remind us of her demographic every 5 minutes. Right. Black men not supporting Kamala has nothing to do with her being a woman. It has everything to do with her lack of accomplishments over the last 1,359 days.
Wow. Well, Anton, I'm watching this and I'm thinking to myself, the shtick is kind of worn thin with Obama, you know. How you doing, Pittsburgh? You know, that whole, it just seems very 2002 or 3. I mean, 2008, I should say. Right? It doesn't quite have the same appeal as megastar-ish as he is.
You know, it's a Hail Mary pass considering that we did vote him in based off of identity politics. And I'm not saying that all is bad because he did do some things that I didn't necessarily disagree with that Trump absolutely did better than him. But at the same time, I felt that it was incredibly disrespectful because he's making the assumption that we're not educated enough to lead our families, to look at the policies, to understand exactly what's going on with immigration. And we're supposed to overlook everything that they did over the last 3.5 years that was not in our favor. And when I say our, I'm talking about the American people, let alone men, let alone black men. And we're supposed to vote for her because of some misogynistic reason that's made up. And instead, we've learned how to educate ourselves, and now they've sent their Messiah back to rein us in and bring us back into the Democratic plantation. And most men that I've spoken with have said that it's absolutely disrespectful, and we're done with Obama.
Well, Xavier, again, when he says, "You're lucky Michelle's not here," he does. What is that supposed to mean? I mean, I guess it's supposed to be funny because she'll scold them in a more convincing or scarier fashion. It's kind of treating young black men as...
Don't let Michelle come in here and bring her belt in here. She'll give somebody a whooping. That's funny. Hit the thumbs up button.
It's children, almost. Like your children. And right. Mommy's coming back, and mommy's going to chastise you, and you're going to get punished. But you're supposed to vote against your own economic interest to make Michelle and Barack happy in their 4 mansions?
It's absolutely degrading. And black men are sick of...
The thing about it is, though, they're on Fox, right? Anton Daniels and this dick guy here, they're on Fox. Fox is more of a Republican news outlet. So, of course, she's going to ride with them going in on Obama because Fox News is into... They riding with Trump. Hit the thumbs up button.
Of being reduced to being expected to think with our skin color. We have seen how terrible the Obama, Biden, Harris trilogy has been for our country. It has completely demoralized our country. And quite frankly, Obama has no credibility because this is the same man who heavily endorsed Joe Biden. And we all can feel in our pockets and we can see it for sure at our border just how terrible the Biden-Harris administration has been for our country. And Obama admitted himself back in an interview with Steve Colbert that if he could, he would run our country from an earpiece down in the basement. And it wouldn't surprise me if that's exactly what he's doing.
Wow. Now, Xavier, Anton, the media are really pushing Obama to be the, rescue agent for Kamala's campaign. Watch this.
Barack Obama, with joy and with humor, is able to sort of get through to an audience that it's not okay to lie. Mm-hmm. It's not okay to sell the presidency. It's not okay to be a narcissist and to have the reins of the presidency.
Anton, so Kamala's joy campaign isn't really working. So Obama's going to come in, and again, you're supposed to make less money in real terms, right, and be happy with it to make Obama and like MSNBC happy? I don't understand this argument.
They took the same blueprint that got Obama elected, and he was a first for us, right? So our grandparents and our parents and things like that wanted to see this happen, but they were largely voting out of ignorance and voluntary ignorance because they only wanted that identity politics in order to push him through into the presidency. But admittedly, where he was charismatic, she isn't. And so we can see through her. She's a chameleon. When they unleashed her and they allowed for her to be able to take reporters' questions and things like that, it showed that she was completely incompetent. And frankly, not only do we feel disrespected,
but he said unleashed her like she is a dog when they unleashed her. Anton, I guess Anton can't stand Kamala. The way that was a little slight little diss. He said the way they let they unleashed her. That's crazy. Wow. Hit thumbs up button.
But I'm uncomfortable with Obama standing in front of us trying to scold us and then divert our attention away from the things that's really meaningful, especially for our families. I'm not comfortable with him. I don't want to hear any more messages of hope. I don't want to hear any more messages of joy. I can feel it with my pocketbooks. My friends can feel it with their pocketbooks. And we're ready for him to get out of our way.
I mean, Xavier, I saw something on YouTube. I think it was yesterday, or maybe it was Instagram. But it was a young man, African American, and he was talking about the price of food. And I think he was at some fast food place. I can't remember what. I think it might have been McDonald's. But just the nuts and bolts, when you go through just what a Happy Meal costs, the differential in simple things that families like to treat themselves to, that's shocking. Like in Obama, that doesn't affect him. It doesn't affect Hillary. It doesn't affect Trump, but Trump somehow has that ability to say, that's not acceptable in America. But they think Obama's charm is going to override daily life for people. The charm offensive from him. It's not 2008 any longer.
Just 1,000 people and shit.
I can't emphasize enough that being a young black voter, it feels like the Democrats are constantly trying to gaslight me about my own reality. I know how expensive food is. I know how expensive gas is. And I know how many illegal immigrants are running around in Los Angeles. We are sick and tired of being expected to feel good with Barack Obama, or now they're trying to put the ovarian version of Barack Obama up there and tell us that she is talented. She is absolutely not talented. And on behalf of black men, it's not that we're opposed to having a female president, because Miss Ingram, I would love to vote for you if you ever decide to run.
Only if you guys are in my cabinet. That's the only way I'm going to do it.
Stop.
Xavier and Anton, thanks.
Don't stop. Why don't kiss her ass? This is chick, the Ingram, that's the host. The Ingram Angle. That's a stupid name. The Ingram Angle. I definitely would vote for you. This is kissing her ass. I hate a brown noser.
Spending time with us on a Friday night. We appreciate it.
Now, we not going to let no politician, especially Obama, now that we got the hindsight to look at what it is that he accomplished for the other communities and for the alphabet communities and for people. We not going to let Obama tell us what to do. Hey, man, he can miss me with that, personally. And as a matter of fact, all of these celebrities, they can miss me with their thoughts, especially when they're uninformed, when it doesn't align with what I believe is a respectful way to engage in dialogue, to have a conversation about who should be president of the United States of America. They basically discounting us and acting like we're not intelligent enough, or we're not educated enough, and we're not successful enough to even think for ourselves or make an informed decision on who we should elect as president of the United States of America. Like I said before, I'd rather go that way. And when I say that way, I mean, I'd rather go that way before I ever vote for Kamala Harris to be president of the United States of America.
Anyway, this is Anton Daniels. If y'all want to check out the rest of the video, you can go to his YouTube page. Anton Daniels. YouTube, that's the YouTube page, Anton Daniels. Anyway, what do y'all think about this video? Damn, I don't know, man. I was thinking that Kamala might win this. But, I mean, I guess she still could. But it seems like a lot of her black voters pulling out. A lot of people are kind of turning on Kamala. I don't know. People ain't really feeling Kamala. People starting not to feel. Well, you know what? I think what it is, she seems like somebody is pushing her out there to talk, and she is not good at making it look like she is thinking of this stuff. I mean, I feel like somebody's behind her. She don't seem like she's authentically being her. I feel like somebody's directing her to say, I don't know. She don't seem like it seems like somebody's behind her to me, Kamala. She's not a good. I mean, all these presidents got somebody behind them, right? But I think Kamala's not a good actress. She don't know how to. She doesn't have the confidence to make it look like these thoughts are of her own. So when she goes up there and starts talking on these different interviews and panels and stuff like that, it feels like somebody's feeding her lines because she doesn't know how to make it seem natural. I don't know. That's just my opinion, man. But what are your thoughts, man? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up button.